Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Skulk. More NEKOKORO. But this story is going to, this episode is going to be starting up again, but we're going to be going down Lily's path. And then Rose will be our last one. So after Lily, we'll do Rose's path. I can tell you, and from what you saw already, I don't need to explain myself, I really love Iris's path. But it's time to see the others. What should I do? I'm gonna check on Lily. I'm worried about Lily. Let's bake cookies together as the achievement, so instead of achievement, it's more like a milestone. She was sitting in the corner of the kitchen. Hey, can I come in? I kept my voice soft and calm.
Mark, yes, come in.
I sat on the floor beside Lily.
You want us to go away now, right?
Have I said anything like that?
I was just thinking. We can't go home. But, this place, your place, we weren't here for very long yet. Whenever I think about it, I feel like this is...
It can be your new home. I finished what she was trying to say.
Are you serious?
Serious. I smiled and patted her head. She may be part cat, but... Well, no. You can pat your sister's head and go, just like playfully. But yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, I stopped.
But I didn't tell you to stop.
I tried to scratch her behind the ear. Does this work like with normal cats?
What are you doing? It's really nice.
Do you feel better now?
A bit.
I'm really wondering how Rose's story will be, but that'll be then. But so far, they're all so sweet. Let's hear what exactly happened there, alright?
Mm-hmm.
And so we went back to check on Iris. Iris felt much better, and the other girls calmed down a bit. And you could have said Rose, because, well, yeah, she probably was in shock too. So, what exactly happened on the other side of the gate? As I feared, the city was in ruins. Thankfully, I met with the resistance force. They said that the enemy outnumbered us. Is there really no hope?
Is our race about to be extinct?
There is one chance. Earth. Mark, you might see some overpopulation next year's, or increased numbers of stray cats, or both. Yeah, it's the midpoint, like, not midpoint, but it's like, this is the Iris and them and Rose will come to this one area, and then we'll proceed to Lily's path. Her voice was proud. What do you mean? We managed to send a message to many surviving groups and cities. Everyone will try to build their own gates and come here, to their new home.
I just wish they'll meet people like you.
I'm sorry, I only have one close to feminine voice, but it's more of the cutesy kind. I have more of the deep voice, as you can tell. I can go really deep. But I can't do any feminine tones. Sorry. So Lily is the most feminine voice I can do. I'm afraid not everyone will be that lucky, but they will live. Gates are very vague, if not linked to another machine. They will be spread all around the world. That sounds just like a science fiction story. But it's reality. Aris, why did you suddenly jump out of the gate in panic? The resistance group were discovered just when I was heading back. If you didn't shut down the machine, your planet could also see the end. But can't they enter from gates they will build? In the message, we asked them to include self-destruct function. But I'm afraid that these things will find their way to your planet. It would take them a lot of time, though. So, there's nothing to worry about? Not for several hundred years, I think. Well, that's good to know. And well, that's it. A new era begins. I guess we'll be moving out once Ash gets better. It won't take long. We can go in a few days.
Mark said we could stay here. This place can be our new home.
Are you sure about this? Yeah, definitely. I still can't believe what's happening, but, well, it all sounds like some weird story you would read in the internet, or plot, or a video game. Like I did last time.
Actually, did you know that most stories Legend believes have a little bit of story, have a little bit of truth? But of course, the government hides everything so people won't panic.
Well, I don't believe those until I didn't believe those until I met you. Are you saying you're not the only ones out from space?
I read it on the internet, so it must be true.
Right. Next time I'll see you wearing tinfoil hats.
Tinfoil hat?
Never mind, just a joke. If you watch that video, then you'll understand. But it's more a horror version, and I don't know if you'll care for horror. What are you thinking about?
This is supposed to be our new home now. Yet, I don't feel like I have anything of my own.
Your own? Now, because yes, whatever you think about me, but I'm going to say it because I want to. I fantasized and imagined me being in the position and started reenacting the story if I were in the position and said my own words and stuff. But even before this scene comes up where you split your attention to who you want to date and get to know better, I thought to make their lives more comfortable, clothes, toothbrush, towels, what else was there? There's a fourth thing, but I wanted to make their lives more comfortable. Oh yeah, the fourth one was a hairbrush, because I wouldn't need a hairbrush. I have shorter hair, and if I had a little longer, I'd use a comb or something. Maybe I'd use a brush, but not at this point. So I'd imagine they'd want a hairbrush. And so they won't have to share, maybe. Maybe I could get a hairbrush each. But the thing is, I wanted to make their life more comfortable, and eventually think about a bed. And I know that'll cost more money, but I want to plan things out and start thinking, what I want to do is help make their lives more comfortable here, even if it's just the time before they go home. I don't want them to just sit here in the home and just having just a shelter and food. I want them to feel comfortable. So, I personally thought of this, but I'm reading for what the story has been written out to be.
You know, the books are yours. All the home equipment is also yours. I don't even have any clothes, really.
Now see, that's where it'd be wrong if I was in this position, because I would have thought of that at some point, early on, thinking, if I saw them with the same clothes every day, and if happened to be that I was absent-minded enough that I didn't think about clothes until the scene where, like in episode 2 or 3, when the scene came up and they were in towels, my thoughts were like, oh, I forgot about that. Okay, we're going straight to get you clothes after you can borrow some of mine, and so on and so forth. I would want to help them get clothes and get more comfortable. That's mainly what I'm stating this point in this episode. Oh, you're right. How could I forget that? Well, the writer of this story. It's their story. But mainly, I already said my piece. Please, forgive me.
No, I understand. You didn't have money back then. And we keep washing what we have or wear your old clothes. So, I'm not surprised you didn't notice.
I already said it.
To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to it myself.
No, we have to do something about it. Now, when Iris makes some money, we can do some proper shopping. How does that sound? The thing is, actually I have to rewatch that? Or just assume that the episode 3 or 4 is when Iris said she was getting paid for her programming skills. How's that sound?
Sounds nice to me, but if it's not too much, then...
If you're going to live here, you should have something. How about we all go to the shopping mall tomorrow?
Sounds like a plan.
I'm not sure how much. I mean, malls, at least to me, whenever I've been to a mall, they're very expensive. But all the shops are near each other. But still, I'd rather not spend overboard.
Mark?
Yeah, Lily? I should really say Azure, because this. Well, no, because if it were me, I would have my own choices. So this will still be Mark. Still want me to be in there, though.
I'm really grateful you let us stay here. If you didn't, I'm scared to think of what would happen. We would have had to go back to living on the streets. It was terrible.
Where would you get food? I mean, eating scraps and living out in the... Like, I know cats have fur, but that would be so cold. No shelter. Rain! Now, I haven't really thought about it, about the rain, when it's raining. I know I'm talking a lot instead, but you know what? It's my channel. I said this a few times, but I have to... I'm telling it to myself, really. But still, I'll message out to you guys. So, it gets cold. Rain does make it really cold. And when I'm playing Don't Starve Together, and when it's spring and it falls, I'm going, and raining, I'm going, gosh dang it, now everything's soaked and I'm getting sanity loss and I'm cold. Holy smokes, there's a lot of downsides. But yeah, being out without shelter, think about it. When it rains, it's really freaking cold.
And our people.
I'm sorry, I'll try not to cut off so much because it's a flowing story. You don't need to worry about it anymore.
Thank you, Mark. You're the best.
As decided yesterday, we all went for some shopping. Seeing with and without ears, it just... I know it's just like added a little extra background to add ears, but seeing without ears definitely makes them look a little different. Just a little bit, because something's missing. I wonder what.
Are you serious?
You say that now that we're here? Shouldn't you have said that when we were in the house? Either ways.
I've been waiting for ages.
Yeah. We all know how much you want it.
This time, we'll control you.
Out of control shopping. Yeah, that happened like in episode 3 or 4.
You guys are still mad about that?
Not mad. Just concerned. Go and pick something you like. I'll wait outside. Just don't buy the entire store, okay?
Fine.
I never had imagined my life would go this way. I was skeptical at first. But, well, Who wouldn't be? And now, they're just like us humans. Well, you know, still things to go, but yeah, they get more and more knowledgeable about how our world goes. And only in this country. Because there are so many countries with so many different living styles and ways they handle conversations and things. So they're learning about where we are living. But now, without a home, without hope, I'm glad I can make something for them. I guess it all must be just a long dream. It didn't take them long. So, what'd you get? Take a look.
Nice, isn't it?
But this is exactly a copy of what you currently wear. I don't think it's bad, but I thought the whole point was to buy something different. And here's the line. It's not easy and cheap for the developer to draw a new set of clothes. What are you talking about?
We came to the conclusion that this is what we like the most.
Well, if that's your decision, I can't argue with that, I guess. A few days later, I smelled something burning as I entered the flat. What happened? Are you girls alright? Oh, welcome back. Did Rose try to make dinner for something? Stop picking on Rose! She'll learn. She will be at practice.
No, Lily tried to bake a cake again.
Oh, I see. I entered the kitchen and saw Lily crying in the corner. Hey, why are you crying?
I wanted to bake you a cake. As a way to say thank you for everything you've done. But I don't know why I forgot about it in the oven again.
Hey, you don't need to cry over something like this. It's not a big deal.
But...
It matters to her. That's the thing. So I'm saying that you don't have to worry about my feelings on it. But it matters to her. I decided to hug her. She did not oppose and hide her face in my chest. She did not oppose and hid her face in my chest.
But you do so much for us, and I only waste ingredients and time.
So what? Have I ever said that you can't?
No, but I want to make something for you.
And you can try, and try again. So far, I love the way that the creator has chosen the dialogue. Certain ones I would have definitely chosen differently myself. And I even put myself into consideration of without the future knowledge of what happened. I wanted to think, if I didn't know that would happen, in that moment, what would I think? So, and that saying might not have been exactly what I thought, but it's still not it's still not what I wouldn't have said. That would be something I'd say. I'm sure you can make it one day.
Really?
Absolutely. I think I know what you need.
Huh? What?
A timer.
Timer? What's that?
A small device that you can set for a set period of time. Let's say 20 minutes or something like that in the recipe. And then it makes a loud sound when the time is up.
Oh, that might be convenient.
Because this life needs convenience. Not the easy way, but convenience. That's why some things are made in this world. Even though people think, oh, where's the hard labor in it? You gotta have the hard labor for it. But some things were made for convenience. Some things are overly done and made for convenience in one way, but then made inconvenient in another. Such as power tools. They are really convenient because instead of having to hammer a lot, you have a nail gun going, boom, and shock. Sorry, mic right there. And you have instead of sawing back and forth, using all the muscles and the motion going back and forth, you have a power saw that's constantly grinds, so you go, very, very convenient. But the inconvenience is, you need power. You need power cables. You need to manage it if it breaks down. But the thing is, if you break a saw, sure, you freaking gain muscle with this. With that, you just have to have muscle to hold the freaking thing, and have steady body while you're putting it, like lining it up. With saw, things are shaking, so you have to be extra accurate. So yeah, hard work and labor. You put more effort into it, and you get more skill and more strength, and more effort and skill. And what I said skill already, and it's mostly skill to use a skill saw and all that. But the convenience happens in either sides. So sometimes convenience has an inconvenience with it. I like to talk about my thoughts.
You see, when I start reading a book, I stop after an hour at least.
But
But
would you like to go with me to the shopping mall next Saturday? I'll say the bookstore or whatever store necessary. But this is the story.
Can we? Really?
Of course. Besides, I'm really curious what kind of sweets you'll make. Yeah, Lily?
If it's not too much to ask, can we take a look at the bookstore too?
Of course. I'll just say why, because... Why?
I almost finished reading all of your books.
I actually personally wouldn't have any books, so with that thought in mind, if she came over and wanted to do something, if she already liked reading books from where she's from, she'd probably only tell me because being timid and didn't want to ask too much. Probably would, when I bring up the subject, would I feel like you would like to have something so you're not bored every day. Is there something you'd like to do? My thoughts and saying. And if she'd like to, and if she would bring herself to say so, she'd say books. If that's what she knew and from her place. Then I would definitely get her books. And I personally don't have books. It's not like I wouldn't read. It's just more like there's lots of things I'm already doing. And I've read a few stories. Still didn't finish them. But what I did read, I still enjoyed. I just hate the paper feeling. I hate paper. It just irritates me. But the thing is, I still pull through with it if I need to. If it's helping someone or if it's meant to read something important, I'll bear through it. But I hate the feel of paper. Ugh, cardboard's worse. But anyways, back to the story. You really like reading, don't you?
Yes.
All right, bookstore and household stuff on Saturday. As we had decided the other day, I went with Lily to the shopping center. Rose and I weren't interested in coming. We had all gone for clothing shopping last week or so, after all. All right, looks like we got the timer.
Yep, and those cute baking forms.
Forms? So next on the list is the bookstore, right?
Is it really all right with you?
Sure. After the last time Iris did a programming job, we have some savings, so most likely it was. Instead of it, I'm pretty sure it has to have been that she gained the income from programming at a previous episode. Yes, it had to then, because I edited Iris' story and I watched the whole thing again because I love it. And it did not show her doing the programming thing there. So don't worry. Go ahead. Don't splurge, but do you want something in particular?
Oh, not really.
What genres do you like?
I think all of them.
All? I personally like more fantasy, swords and magic.
Yes, I like these too.
So, you'd read anything written?
I think so, pretty much. But regardless of genre,
By the way, here's a little funny fact. Before I found out that is how you spell genre, I called it Ganir. It's how it's spelled, okay?
the books should have some standards. For example, I don't want to read those overrated cheap romances.
Good point.
But real romances, I wish.
What about them?
Nothing.
Oh, looks like we're here. How long until you read them all? How long until you've read them all?
A month at least, I think.
Oof. How many are there?
I didn't count. Was the price too high?
Oh no, don't worry, it's fine. They're just a bit heavy. I'm just thinking.
Yeah?
If you like books so much, maybe we should go to the library instead. And that's how I thought too. Because we could get books. And the thing is, buying movies and buying books is if you want to help support the creator as well. And that is downright sweethearted of people. But some people don't think about that. Because what's the point of having a book or a movie in your possession unless you feel like watching it again and again? Or at least watching it that way and sharing it or passing it on to the next person. Because it's now yours, you can now pass it on to someone else. It's your choice. But if you go to the library, you can get something that they hold for renting, and when you're done with it, or when time is up and you haven't finished it, you're going, no, I didn't have time to do it, I didn't have time to read or watch. You can always come back again. It's free. And all you have to do is sign up for a library card, and you guys know the drill. But just in the case you don't, library card, check them out, and then just remember to bring them back when the time says. Too bad I didn't think about it earlier, or read them on the computer. It's not exactly healthy.
Library?
Well, it must have been a different tongue in their place, because unless they really didn't have libraries from where they're from, a place where you borrow books.
Borrow? How does it work?
Apparently they don't know what borrowing is either. There's very smart and intelligent race, unless it's just their own race and they didn't have these terms. You look for a book you like, just like in a store, but instead of paying and keeping it forever, you have to give it back after some time.
What if I won't give it back?
You'll have to pay some small penalty.
But you know, I like to have my own books.
That's, everyone's opinion. I thought logically for my opinion, but if someone wants to keep the books, it's all up to them. Why?
Because I enjoy looking at them at my shelf. And I can pick them up and reread whenever I like. Oh, and with specific books, it's also convenient.
Specialistic? Oh. Yeah. I look at her, curious what she meant.
Like cooking books, or books about writing books, or books about writing books.
Cooking books, yes, for certain. You can definitely buy one of those, because those are readable, and holds information like that. Some books you actually could purchase and have it all good. If you don't want to have inconvenience and then come back to it when you need it. Oh yeah, you bought a few of those. Wait a second, books about writing books? Do you want to be a writer?
I don't know. What do you think?
That could be a good idea.
Mark?
Yeah?
Thank you.
Come on, there's nothing to thank me for. Stop repeating yourself. No. No. Take that away. I'd say, you're very welcome. That'd be my words.
No, I mean, really, thank you.
Again, there's no need.
I want to say, I like you, Mark.
I like you too, Lily.
No, like, really like.
She looked inside the bag and looked for one of the... She looked inside the bag and took one of the books out.
Can you read the description?
Why?
Just do it, please. I'm not sure I'll be able to tell you this anytime in the future.
I took the book she handed me. A boy and a girl from different worlds, connected by the strings of fate. Wow. Will their love bloom despite their differences? Can they cast aside predications and find common ground in the new world? Wow, very specific. Very convenient. Is she?
Mark, I think
I also really like you. I smiled, knowing what she was trying to say.
But really like?
Really like.
Like romantically like?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
And can we be, you know?
A couple? I'm sorry for misunderstanding you.
No, that's exactly what I had in mind.
Oh, then yeah, we can. If that's okay with you.
Hey, I'm the one who started it. Is it alright with you?
I would be giggling so much and just shying so much. You already saw how I reacted in Iris' story. Just knowing that someone loves me and wants to be with me just makes me all warm and fuzzy. Definitely. Also, the music is very nice in this game. I didn't say that before. But what about your sisters?
I actually told them I have feelings for you.
And?
Rose said, just like Rose, go for it, girl. And Iris, why not? They even said that I have to hurry, otherwise they might take you for themselves.
I feel so loved. I never expected I would never be so popular. After you came back home. And I'll save it here, but continue the episode, the next episode. So, this one will be Lily's slot. And she's just so cute. I mean, Iris is cute too. But, I feel like Lily is more on the cute side. But I still love them both. And I still want to get to know Rose as well. And that story will come up after Lily's. So thank you guys for stopping by and just watching my reaction to how I feel about this game. So, until I see you guys again, have a great day, everyone.